Hello everyone, welcome to the session. And today we are going to discuss that what resources and things you have to do in case to score a distinction in community medicine and FMT, right? So these two subjects are your third year subjects. At least in our college, it's in third year, and rest of all are in final year, right? I know some other colleges where they are having four subjects, right? So how I scored a distinction in community medicine and FMT. Okay, we are gonna talk about it, right? Look at this. So the very first thing that people don't understand, the very first thing people don't understand is about presentation. Okay, presentation plays more role than acquiring and putting your knowledge into your paper, right? So any day, presentation is more important than your knowledge, right? Presentation is more important. So if you present your answer well, then you'll get marks. If you don't present it well, whatever you may write, you won't get marks. Okay. So if you are desiring for a good score, okay, do make sure that your presentation is good, your diagrams are good, you have written everything in a point-wise manner, you have made flow charts, you have proper bullets, proper margin, colors where necessary, and your handwriting plays a role. Your handwriting plays a role, right? Your presentation plays a role, right? The presentation, your handwriting, all of this play a role. Okay. So you have to understand that. Look, I may give you an example of pediatrics. Let's say we are writing a paper of pediatrics. People will say, let's say, take example of student one and student two. Okay, let's take a example of community medicine. Okay, if I take an example of community medicine, you know that there are epidemiological study designs, right? If a question is asking you the definition, the types, and classify epidemiology, how will you write? Student one will write like this. He will write a definition that is not according to Park. So first thing you have to do is learning and studying the definitions of Park strictly. Okay, you can't write the definition of any other source and expect you for the teacher to give you a distinction. First is learn definitions at least from Park. This is the first thing we'll do. Second thing, you will concise Park into flowchart man, right? So student one will write like this, that epidemiological study designs are classified as, he will do one observational, he will do two interventional, he will do right. Then he will write, then in observational we'll have this one, let's say case series, case report. Okay, then longitudinal, cross sectional. Okay, answer is like this. Well, good and fine, but one thing which will give you an X factor in your exam is basically if you write first the definition as per Park, as per Park, you will write the definition. Then you will classify it like this. So you will write study designs, make a box, okay, use scale wherever necessary. Then you classify it like this: observational and, let's say, interventional study designs or experimental study designs, right? You do it like this. Then you classify this observational into how many types? Descriptive and analytical. Analytical. Then you classify this descriptive part into again four types, right? Case series, case report, cross sectional, longitudinal. Okay, you make a flowchart type of this. Okay, this will give you a good presentation. Let's say we're writing about air pollution. Air pollution has few points from park. You just see those pointers, and after that you try to compile this all. You try to compile and put this all. I'm not saying that you read park line by line. It's not possible, humanly not possible. I haven't did this. If you can do it's well and good, but that's not recommended from for PSM point of view. But what I am saying is that focus on presentation. This kind of presentation will give you marks, not this type of presentation of student one, right? And if you have time, make sure to color the boxes. These boxes, they don't look good blank. You just color the boxes in a proper color coding, right? Don't do a DJ of kind of thing in a paper, but make a good, colorful boxes and all, right? This will give you marks. Okay. Second thing I want to tell you that wherever if you feel good, draw a diagram, right? In our FMT paper, I remember a question was there that we have to write a short note on wireless rule of nine. Wireless rule of nine. Okay. So wireless rule of nine, people used to write it that upper limb will be 9%, this abdomen will be 36%, 36% will be divided into four quadrants. They will write this in language form. This is good. Okay, no problem. But point is, how will be the presentation look good? If you write the wireless rule of nine, if it is a short note of 5 marks, first and foremost, you have to draw the diagram, a basic diagram of a human. You can draw like this. I remember drawing a colorful diagram. You can draw like this, well and good. Okay, you can draw a diagram like this, and you can draw the backside also of the person because you have to like. Okay, this is a very rough diagram. I did a proper diagram. Just draw the hand and all. Okay, whatever. You just draw the diagram, and after drawing the diagram, you divide it here also only. 9%, 9%, 9%, 9%, 9%. This perineum was 1%. I remember per limb was about 9%, and this is 18%, 18%. Okay, you just divide it here. Proper neat diagram, and make sure you label the things in the right hand side of diagram. And another thing is that you label it with either pencil or black pen. Okay, with pencil or black pen. Please don't do it in blue. It looks very unprofessional kind sort of. Okay, if you label the diagram with blue pen, it's not acceptable. Okay, then you color those diagrams. Okay, you make sure to color those diagrams. If you are thinking, how will I buy so much time? The point is, you don't have to write anything now if you did a proper diagram sort of work. Okay, you practice diagrams, no problem in that. You make it a hobby to practice diagrams, it's good. If you have a art sort of hobby, then you can draw the diagram and make the presentation very good. The person can't cut marks here because he knows that the presentation is looking good. The person has like drawn all the things. Okay, it's conceptual. The person has understood it. Okay, the student has understood it. It's well. Okay, the person will give you 4 out of 5 at least, right? 4.5 or even my full mark if he likes the diagram well. Okay, so that's the key. That's the key. And presentation is a very important task. First of all, if you are going to the exam hall, when you are in the exam hall, the first 15 minutes you get like blank for reading the paper, or if you don't get, you just try to reach the exam hall early so that you can get the answer sheet beforehand. Okay, you get the answer sheet beforehand up to what I remember, because you have to fill the formalities, right? You just fill all your details. That's not necessary. It makes you to fill, don't make mistakes in that. But you have to do first. You got this paper, right? You got this paper like this. Let's try and go to, you got a paper like this. So first of all, you just draw the margins, not a very thick margin, not a very thin margin. Okay, And here in the margins, the questions, you have to write it like this: one. Okay, question number one, and bit you write it here: one, two, three. Okay, this makes your presentation good. Two, one, two, three, like this. And after each question, draw a line. Draw a line in pencil after each question. Okay, and up to what extent is possible, try to make it sequential. Sequence must be maintained. Sequence must be maintained as far as possible, because examiners don't have a like free hand, or don't have that amount of time, so that they can navigate your question paper to see which question is there, which question isn't there, right? And another thing, if you're writing the answers of your MCQs, do write in a sentence. Do write in a sentence, right? Do write in a sentence format. And if you can't, if time doesn't permit you, then you can write like this, like question 2. We have 5 MCQs, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you make boxes like this, okay, with one pen, and you fill the answers with another pen. Let's say BAC. Let's say the answer of A is arsenic, right? The answer of question 2 is, let's say, gold. The question of answer 3 is, let's say, opium. Okay, you just write the options if full sentence isn't possible, right? That's a trick. Okay, so that is the thing. Then resources. Let's come to resources. You understood about paper presentation. Paper presentation is very, very necessary. Resources come second, right? Whatever resource you follow, you can get a distinction. Okay, trust on the resource. Make sure you trust yourself and trust on the resource. That's important. So resources for CM, community medicine, and for FMT. If you are thinking about resources, the first, you must have a park. Okay, must have a parks textbook of community medicine or social and preventive medicine. Okay, park is necessary because you have to look at park for definitions. You have to look at park for like pointers and all, right? Park. The second resource I will suggest you is a community medicine buster. Community medicine buster is available in market. Do get one of those, because that will give you a like 30 to 40 universities papers, okay, are compiled. So you get to know that how questions are asked in community medicine, right? So community medicine buster is optional, but if you get this, it will be helpful. And it has MCQs also, so you can get your one liner straight from there. Okay, any university you are in, doesn't matter, its questions are same. They can make a different kind of approach, a different kind of question. So 30 to 40 universities, or 20 to 30 university papers, whatever it is, community medicine buster or anything, you get a PYQ set. Okay, any university, doesn't matter, but try to practice it. I can say, like, you do like board papers, not like that. You just read it, you just keep with yourself. Okay, and the third thing are video resources. Video resources. In video resources, the first disclaimer I want to give is that it's completely unsponsored, right? I haven't been paid anything by any of the institutes I'm mentioning, or I don't have any hate against any institute. I say that it's not good. Okay, it's personal choice, it's a personal opinion. Okay, to keep it as a disclaimer. First thing, in personal, what I found is that marrow is useless here. Okay, in community point medicine point of view, marrow is useful in other subjects, but useless here, totally useless here, because it has 100 lectures, I guess. 100 lectures, and 100 lectures, you what comes in your 5 marks will be given in 4 lines, and what will come in your 1 marker will be given in one paragraph or one page. Okay, that's useless. Okay, if you are still reading marrow, then do it selectively. You don't need to watch all the 100 lectures at all. Okay. The second thing is dams. So dams PSM prof wise lectures by Dr. Kashish. This is the one most useful, you know, resource I followed, and it was totally worth it. The lectures he has given, okay, it's the teaching is objective to say, but the content is it's basically very high yielding. It will cover each and every of your short notes and long questions which are there. Okay, I will definitely like recommend you this resource. So this was like my personal favorite choice, and prep ladder notes by Dr. Neha. This is another good choice. If you're following PSM Profiles by Dr. Kashish, then you don't need to like watch the lectures of Dr. Neha. Right. If you have prep ladder, do watch the lectures of Dr. Neha, and this will suffice. Okay. The notes are sufficient. But make the primary aim is that you complete the things, you complete each and everything. You think in a public health expert point of view. It's not like you are studying PSM for just your exams. It will be helpful in your clinical practice even. Okay. Just think in that manner. Think as a doctor and you will ace it. So prep ladder notes by Dr. Neha. If you are watching PSM profiles lectures by Dr. Kasis also, for some parts, for some topics, you may have to come back to this notes. And how will you know that what topics will need you more, you know, resource? It will be your community medicine buster or any sort of PYQ, any sort of PYQs that are there. Okay, just read all. Okay. Like in environment chapter, there is something called sanitary barrier. Okay, the sanitation barriers. Sanitation barriers, like I didn't pay attention to that, but in PYQs it was like repeated 11 times. So 11 times means it's obviously important because many teachers will think in the same manner, right? It's not like that the person who is in Delhi will think very differently than the person who is in Odisha, right? So that's the thing. So these are your resources for community medicine. And if one thing I will advise you is that make your own notes, because making your own notes will put you in a practice of writing answers. Okay, and of course retention as well. It may take time, but it's worth it, right? Then comes FMT. FMT here, I would say just Marrow is amazing. Okay, Dams is not that good. Marrow is amazing here in this subject. Dr. Magindran lectures. These are really, really, really good. Okay. And second thing we have to do is tables from past PYQs. Okay. The difference tables basically from past PYQs. And the book you have to keep. My choice was Reddy, Dr. N. Reddy, because it is it's like the gold standard for FMT. Okay, it's the gold standard. It's the gold standard for FMT because it contains everything, each and everything which is there in FMT for undergraduates, and it's the book which is your reference, which will be your reference to complete the Marrow notes, to complete reading all the parts of Marrow notes. Plus, you keep a gold standard book, Dr. N. Reddy, or you can keep Gautam Biswas, your choice. My choice was Dr. N. Reddy, but if you want, you can keep Gautam Biswas. It's a very good book, right? And it's basically more detailed than Ready, but gold standard is gold standard. Okay? Any book with more information doesn't make it gold standard, right? So that's the thing. So and Ready and Gautam Biswas, these two book will get and will do it. Okay, do the job. Okay. So these resources you have to do. You have to finish the syllabus in time. Basically, the approach will be first finish the video resources, first finish the video resources, make your notes, then look at the PYQs, add things from textbooks, from your textbooks into your notes. And fourth will be revise your notes. Revise those notes. Okay, this will be a primary approach, and that will give you a good mark or a good boost. And the again I am telling, basically paper presentation is very 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 important. Okay, just understand that paper presentation is very important, and at any cost you can't like read everything and you know present in a manner that will look unappealing, right? Okay, things, it's good, but make sure to have a good proper strategy. Also make a proper strategy for time management. Strategy for time management is very very important, right? And practice diagrams. And people will hate me for saying this, but chat gpt is a very important resource. Okay, whatever, if it is like short and you are not finding it sufficient from the textbooks, you search it on chat gpt, and you can get some more pointers on that. Okay, but be skeptical of that because chat gpt can be trusted at many times, but it's good. Okay, it's a very important resource for scoring a distinction. Okay, that's all in today's session. If you like the session, do like, share and subscribe. I don't want to tell it, but it's what it is. And we'll meet in a new lecture, a new topic, a new subject. Okay, that's all. Thank you and bye bye.